Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is TituElite and we are back in Best Served Cold, episode number 25, the last one of this week. In case 3, let's try to get a good advance on this case, man. We have some pretty good leads now and we have to get Father Lacey drunk enough to get him in a good mood. So first things first, let's eavesdrop the conversation between Lucas and Bjorn. So, you shouldn't have gotten involved in like that, says Bjorn. I had to. If it means I can keep you out of jail, then I'll take that risk. Why? You are risking yourself just to help me. You know why. No, that didn't help at all. So, let's start with Hugo, because we've got some new insights to share with him that we puzzled last episode in our room. Both Carla and Petro were beaten to death, killed a mere week apart. Could they have been taken out by the same killer, who has a very specific MO? So Petro was not our first victim, it was Carla. But why those two? What connects them? And why would Bjorn have killed Carla? Unless the real killer is someone we have not yet uncovered. I think Peter knows more than he's letting on. Then you know what you have to do. As long as I hate to put it in harm's way, you need to win his trust and make him talk. I don't have anything to fear from Peter. Don't get taken in by the charming rough at Bartender. He's dangerous and you are better than that. Do I detect a bit of jealousy, detective? Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. If you say so. Okay. So, let's start by talking with Peter then. Hi Peter again. Okay, let's give you your favorite. And you liked the drama queen, that will make you drunk. But let's give you your favorite first, to make you love me even more. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so again with the clues. My deduction. And here I was being nice, warning you to stop digging into this stuff. I suppose the best way to get you killed is to dangle any mystery in front of your eyes, as long as it's dangerous and hopeless. You know something about Petro and Carla? I know many things. Most importantly, I know the best way to avoid painful death. It is to keep my nose out. Bjorn's lives may depend on this. Fine. Who am I to deny you your dead wish? Just promise me that when he's beating the life out of you, you don't mention my name. His name is Vladimir Broz. He's a hitman, a killer for the love of the game, and one of the roughest Rusalka ever produced. His work sends a message, and the message is usually loud. I'm no saint, but even I don't have the stomach for his kind of job. This was the first time I'd seen the aftermath of one of his hits. But I heard the stories. He beats people to death. He spent a long time doing it, and he got real good at it. Carla wasn't the first tall puppy he's cut the head off, and she probably won't be the last. Who sent him? Peter shakes his head slowly. If I told you that, both our names end up on his next contract. In that event, I make my odds of survival out about 50-50. Your chance would be much slimmer, Squirt. Okay. So we've got a new lead. And a new suspect. Okay. You don't seriously believe all of this, do ya? I've met Hamster more ferocious than Johansson. He's obviously just the fall guy. I hope you're right. Okay, let's save your 2 actions for now. For now, let's save your 2 actions and let's talk to Hugo again. Oh no, before I talk to Hugo, let's go to the machine. The machine must know something about the new suspect now. Which is still not a suspect, it seems. But maybe the machine can help us a little bit. Yes, indeed. Vladimir Broz. Vladimir Broz was born in Rusalka and served in his military for 9 years before becoming honorably discharged. He went on to found a private security company, Garm. When political tensions began to flare up across Callisto, Vladimir moved the company to the Tsaran capital of Bukovie, where it remains active to this day, currently employed by the Tsaran government. Vladimir's visa application is documented in the Bukovie archives alongside a copy of his Rosalkan passport. For privacy reasons, I cannot give you access to most of this information, but I can provide you with a picture. Good. The stock splitter spits out a photo of an intimidating blonde man with a scar on his lips. His height is listed at an impressive 195 centimeters. That is all the information I could find. Thank you for using the stock. Rather than returning to the welcome screen, the message lingers for a while until a familiar flash and a wall of green scrolling text indicates that Ilya has opened a private channel. The Tsaran government, just like Petru. I'm not sure what prompted you to look up this man's name, but something about this is making me wonder. Wonder what? Ilya does not respond, but the screen flickers briefly, suggesting something has changed. Perhaps you should speak to her about this in person. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. So we've got our new suspect now. Good. Good. Indeed. Cool. And now, yes, let's talk to Hugo. Okay, have you investigated any case like this back in Belgium? Yes, one, more or less. It was complex. Can you tell me about it? I suppose it was somewhat relevant. It involved the political campaign for a regional governor's re-election. Glamour Peters was a nasty individual, ruthless and keen to scapegoat immigrants and travelers for the woes of the city, when in fact he was the one responsible for mismanaging the municipal coffers. When a prominent rival of his was burned alive, the constabulary looked for links back to Peters. In the end, it wasn't hard to find the paperwork that proved Peters had employed a cleaner, a hitman. Peters was an arrogant and unsubtle man. The cleaner was an assassin by the name of Lark Poiser. He was never caught, too slippery, but there was enough evidence to put Peters away for life. Was he convicted? Eventually, yes, but there was a lot of resistance. In the end, Internal Affairs found out why. There was a link between Peters and the chief of police. They were fraternal brothers in a secret society. So, Internal Affairs saved the day. Indeed, I did. You? Yes. Highway was my department at the time. I uncovered their connection and found the crucial evidence that cracked the case. Well done. Yes, well, my evidence led to big chances in the constabulary in Belgium, even if I was just a junior in internal affairs at the time. But it didn't win me many friends. After this case I moved sideways into detective work, then eventually I moved even further all the way to Zara. Anyway, this is all ancient history. We should move on to more important subjects. Okay. Let's talk about the profile first. Vladimir Broz is a tall blonde man from Rosalka. He was trained in the military, but now works as a private security contractor for the government. Petro also worked in government. Ilya wonders if there's something to that. A member of government private security suspecting of murdering the treasurer. I don't like the sound of this. Do you think this was an assassination? It's starting to look that way. If so, we are punching well above our weight class. The case will need to be airtight. We need a motive. Why was Petro killed? I'm working on it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We have the evidence. Peter claims Carla and Petro's killings are the signature style of a hitman named Vladimir Bros. He warned us Vladimir worked for a very powerful people but won't tell us anymore. I'll need to look elsewhere if I want to find more information. It's no name I've heard of, but considering he went after the likes of Carla, I'll admit access to his record may be above my pay grade. We should look into this. If Bros is real and not just one of Peter's inventions, the archives might have something on him. I'll check the stack. I already did. Okay, so now let's talk to our boss. Miss Flor. Okay, I think I'm going to get you drunk now. You love me already, so I need you drunk. And to get you drunk is 6 or higher. You like the one night stand, so let's give you the one night stand and keep you drunk. Okay. So, this. A private security contractor. This is the man you believe to be the real culprit? Both deaths match his usual MO. According to Wagner, I wouldn't put too much stock in anything he says. Let us not forget he is more than capable of murder himself. Peter is not a killer. You are still too naive, Bartender. A hitman? What nonsense. Hired killers are from paperback spy thrillers, not reality. How else do you explain it? Bjorn didn't know Carla. I'll admit you have a point. Perhaps there is still a chance it wasn't Bjorn, but it seems just as likely to me that he's lying. If it isn't Bjorn, that makes Wagner the clear culprit. How convenient that a hitman killed his employer, no doubt leaving her position open. And what good in his name he gave. It's not like you can look up hired killers in the telephone listing. So now you think of what Zarin could have done this? Bah! Half Zarin at most. I bet he doesn't even know what it is. What he is. He was one of those orphan boys from the protectorate on Strada Volterra after all. Always stealing, fighting, causing problems. Clearly nothing's changed. Okay, got some more info on Peter. That's good. Goddess, yet another murder. And why does that name ring a bell? I own her a death. Of course, in that case, are you sure Wagner isn't the one responsible? That hound was always breathing down your neck, wasn't he? Chasing death for Carla. You can't trust him. Peter isn't a killer. Pah! Well, if his boss has perished, perhaps he will no longer loiter here, making the place look untidy with his presence. I'm glad to be rid of him. I'm not. He's helping a lot. I wouldn't know anything about that, I'm afraid, and I'm not sure why you think I would. Okay, what about Father? Do you know anything about Father Lacey? A murderer making a confession. Just how much he has been drinking to come up with such outlandish confabulations. It wasn't some delusion. It's getting late. Yeah. It's getting late indeed. Okay, now let's talk to Bjorn. Evening. Feels like the machine is gonna chew me up and spit me out, but I'm glad to be here. Evening, Bjorn. Okay, Very strong. So, the copper bullet will be enough for you now. Nice. And evidence. Let's start with this. So, Mr. Lombardo wasn't the first victim. Goddess, who knows what else this killer has been up to? I think there's something Peter is not telling me. He seems a cold-blooded type of fella, but I imagine finding a woman brutalized like that would do a number on anyone. Maybe he's afraid? Afraid? Peter is the thing people are afraid of. The more I learn about this killer, the more I feel like you'd be daft not to be afraid. You might be right. Okay. That's him, alright. That's the man. It was too dark to see his nasty scar. He sounds professional, alright, but why would a character like that have gone after Petru? It doesn't... I don't like the sound of this one bit. Neither do I. Okay, so you confirmed this was the guy. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that name, sorry. It sounds Rosalkan. Is that helpful? Depends. Did your attacker speak Rusalkan? Afraid not. There wasn't really much speaking involved, but if you have his name, perhaps you could find a picture. I might be able to recognize him based on that. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, we already done that. Carla's demise. I'm afraid I don't know who this Carla is. She was beaten to death too? Yes, could it be related to Petru's death? It's possible. I mean, I hope there can't be two folk murdering their way through the city right now. Good point. Yeah. Go home, man. Go home. Lucas, my friend. Evening. Evening, Lucas. Let's talk for a bit. I need to take my mind off things. Okay, let's serve you your favorite, which is the wake-up call. Cool. Cool. Okay. Do you know this guy? Goddess, what a frightening face. This man was military trained, a professional killer. It's a miracle Bjorn made it out that altercation alive. What are you talking about, Lucas? It's better if you hear it from Bjorn, but I'm reasonably sure Vladimir Broz is the man in the furnace. It's been hard for him to talk about that night, but I'm sure he might find some courage after a nice copper bullet. Thanks for the tip. You did it! You found the real killer. There's no way they can still blame Bjorn now, right? We still need to find out why Petra was murdered. That's true, but I hope this will lead you somewhere at least. Just be careful. I'm starting to worry the web Bjorn has gotten tangled in is a lot bigger than we've thought. Yeah, you are right there. You are saying whoever killed Petro has killed before? Goddess, that's awful. You better tread carefully. What if they try to pin this poor woman's death on him as well? I will sort this out, I promise. I promise, man. Carla has been murdered. Goddess, is there no end to this violence? You knew Carla? Well, I knew of her. She's new in finances, but making some big moves already. Or she was. Lending, borrowing, investing. She preyed on vulnerable people, the ones that fall between the cracks of our system. people like me. I'm sorry, bartender. I hope whoever dealt with Carla won't take over her books. May your debt be buried with her. I'll drink to that. Okay. So finally Peter again. Okay, we've got Vladimir Bros, man. That's him, alright. Face like a smash crabbed, impossible to miss. Peter looks at the photo with repulsion, but somewhere in his dark eyes you think you can detect a trace of something else. Is it concern? You should stop here, bartender. Vlad wasn't some mid-level enforcer like me. This is top dog stuff, military, government stuff. You are painting a target on your back here. An innocent man may go to prison if we don't get to the bottom of this. So what? Are you even listening to what I'm saying? When you stick your nose in these people's business, there are consequences. You know what happened to Carla, and she was made of sterner stuff than anyone I ever met. I can't always be there to look out for you, understand? You are looking out for me? Yes, Carla, Petro, hell, Bjorn. Their life is over. Done. They played the game and they lost. You are still here. Don't throw that away. I'll be careful. You'd better be, squirt. Okay, cool. No, that's what he said to me. This is what he said to me as well. What about here, the priest? Do you know anything about the priest? Don't ask me, I haven't set foot in a church since I was a kid. All I know is the priest is a heavy drinker, so you may want to take his hysteric with a grain of salt. Noted. I gotta beat it. Yeah. See you soon, man. See you soon. The machine do not have anything new. For sure. It doesn't. And we don't have anything new to show to Peter. So let's end the day. But we've got our first suspect besides Bjorn, man. Betting ginger ale, and let's piece now this together. Okay. Can we connect anything here? I wonder. Maybe with Clara's statement. No. We have to give that royal flush to the priest, man, or else nothing will appear out of that. Yeah, this is the evidence, so this is a dead end. This is a leaf in our tree. It won't connect to anything else. Pretty sure, but just to ease my mind. Just to ease my mind. Okay, as I was expecting, let's bet ginger ale and let's end the day. Let's get to a brand new day. Day 7, Sunday, and we've got Ilya here. Okay, that's good. And we've got eavesdrop again, so let's do it. Why are you saying this, Bjorn? I don't understand. Yes, you do. I know Vincent doesn't like me much, but I know he's right. You have too much to lose sticking with me. It's just not worth it. That's my decision to make. I have nothing to lose that is worth more to me than you. I'm not going anywhere. How can you even suggest that? Just don't give up, please. I'm sure this will all get cleared up and we can get on with our lives. And if it doesn't, then we'll have to deal with it together. No, that's cool, man. That's very cool. No Father Lacey yet, unfortunately. So, Peter, hello again. Let's give you your favorite. The Perfect Storm. Cool. And now, let's keep talking about the priest. Don't ask me. Yeah. And again, about the priest. That's nasty business. I think you are hunting a real sick puppy, Squirt. You should leave well enough alone and let the blue-eyed wonder handle this. At least if he ends up 6 feet under, he signed up for it. I'm hoping it won't come to that. Okay, and the final one will be Clara's statement. Why the hell would I have known anything about that? It's not like I was there. Okay, so let's end the conversation for now with you. And let's start with Ilya, because we have something to ask you, Ilya. Okay, let's give you your favorite first. The ambush. We don't need you to get you drunk. Nice. So, did you learn something else about Vladimir Bros? I did, and I didn't know what to do with the information. Mr. Flor noticed something was bothering me when I visited his bookshop earlier, and I confided in him. Can you tell me? I'm not sure. You are friendly and kind, but I'm not looking for kindness. I need protection. This is sensitive information and I don't want to end up like Petro. What if Vincent vouched for me? Ilya tilts her head slightly, pondering what you just said. Then she nods. I think that might work. I'll ask him later to see what he thinks all about this. And you, keep the lights on for us when you close up for the night. We'll come visit together. I don't want to risk anyone overhearing us. Noted. Okay. So this... I see you've used stack to great effect. I'm glad it's proving useful. So Vladimir Bros works for our government. Ilya hesitates, gauging your reactions while she decides what to say next. Tell me, what are you planning to do with this information? I'm hoping it will prove Bjorn's innocence. So it is true, I had a hunch. Do you disapprove? No, I just need to think. I take a while to decide the best response sometimes. Okay then. Vladimir. Does it ring a bell? Yes, but it's a rather common name in Rosalka, so that doesn't say much. Vladimir Bros could be a bogeyman, a fictional character created to take blame for these killings. But if he's real, he should be in the archives somewhere. As murderers go, beating someone to death is hardly the modus operandi of a slick, well-trained professional killer. Peculiar that it's happened twice now. Okay. As murders go, yeah. Okay. Bye-bye, Ilya. So let's talk to our boss now. And let's give you your favorite. Well, we don't need your favorite, to be honest. We can give you the drama queen now. Let's see if you like that. Okay. So we've got 4 more things to ask and 4 actions. Good. I've told you all I know, Bartender. I have no idea what they argued about or where he snuck off to, but I have a feeling Lucas does. You're probably right. If you ask me, it's rare and disturbing to see John Lacey in a good mood these days, but I'll humor you. I suppose someone could have made a confession related to the crime, perhaps even our treasurer. It's possible. Oh, honestly, when isn't Father Lacey in some sort of crisis? His rough patches rough patches is like the rain poking through the clouds on a rainy day. Was he always like this? No, it's a rather recent development. I've known him since childhood. He's a local boy, you see. He always was a gloomy one, just like his father. You know how it is. These religious types are always feeling guilty about something. When his father died, he wasn't quick and it wasn't pretty. I didn't like him. He had a cruel streak, especially towards John, but it was painful to witness nonetheless. I think if I'd lived his life, pessimism would feel like a logical response for me too. He could try a bit harder though. He's the kind that walks on the shady side of the street and laments the lack of sunshine. So this isn't unusual behavior for him. No! Expecting John Lacey to be cheerful is like expecting the rain to dry your laundry. Okay. Except if I give him a royal flush, it seems. Bjorn, at the party all evening. Don't be so naive. You've been taken for a fool, my friend. Were you listening to what I told you about that night? It doesn't add up, and I'm not the one lying. Okay. Bye-bye, Vincent. Lucas. Let's give you your favorite. And you should be 100% affection for me. Yeah, pretty much 100%. So the murderer took Petro's postagram and then lured Bjorn out there to kill him too. What a despicable monster. I'm glad he got his comeuppance. I'm glad he's gone too. He shouldn't have been so hasty. I'm sorry. We've made a right old mess of this, haven't we? We can fix this. Now you see why this situation is so difficult. If Bjorn confessed this to the police, it is his word against theirs, while they even believe it was self-defense. I'll find proof. I was so terrified that night. I'm still not sure we made the right decision, but in the moment it felt like we had no choice. I understand. Okay, let's talk about Father Lacey, man. You don't know anything about Father Lacey. I really wouldn't know anything about that, I'm sorry. I don't actually attend church that often. Okay. What about this one? Goddess, poor Father Lacey must be beside himself. I can't even imagine sitting that close to a murderer is braver than people realize. If this wasn't some sick joke, could this killer be the man that killed Petru? It's likely. I just need to prove it somehow. Oh, I need to get home to bed. Thanks for the drinks. Good evening. Okay. Finally, Bjorn. Okay, copper bullet it is. Okay. This one. So I dug a hole for myself. It was Luca's idea to burn the body. He only wanted to protect me. He knew I was the perfect scapegoat. Even if it was self-defense, the lad was frightened. I was fighting for my life while he was at the Jubilee, watching the police swarm the building. When I called, he was in a right state. It was foolish of us to think this would all blown over, but what's done is done. I put that body in the furnace. I'm responsible. I'll find another lead, Bjorn, I promise. Okay, the setup. I'm sorry, I don't know. Okay, you don't attend to the local church. Okay, but what do you have to say about this? You are a smart one, I can't deny it. To pick up on a detail like that, so the man in the confessional was surely the murderer. Once Lacey hears your voice, he'll be able to prove your innocence. I'm grateful that you believe in me, Bartender, but do you think he'll be willing to speak to me? I'm sure I can talk him round. What kind of sick fellow would confess to murderous intent with a goddess as his witness? I don't know this Father Lacey, but I feel for him. That must have been a terrifying ordeal. I imagine it's no coincidence our paths haven't crossed yet. I believe he's afraid of you, yes. I don't blame him. With my name in the papers, I hear what people are whispering. I see the way they look at me, or the way they avoid looking at me, even here. You are always welcome here, Bjorn. Thank you, that means a lot. Okay, good. So, we didn't get much today. Unfortunately. Yeah, we've been over this. I've got nothing more to add, so keep your beak out of my business. Okay, we don't have anything else for you, Hugo. So one more day in today's episode, since this is the last one of the week, and it's not even 40 minutes of episode, so let's do one more day. Let's go to day 8 and reach the halfway mark of this case. And of course, they are going to come up now, Ilya and Vincent. After seeing off the last guests for the evening, you keep the lights on, expecting Ilya and Vincent to arrive a few minutes later. Sure enough, the bell rings and the pair walks down the stairs to take a seat at the bar. Well, Bartender, I'm glad to see you are already well acquainted with a brilliant mind like Helios. You flatter me, Miss Flor, though I must admit I visit for the comprehensive nature of this literacy collection, both at the archive and in your bookshop. And humble to boot. Now then, I presume this is about something serious? Do you recall our previous conversation 3 days prior at 2:15 p.m. about government spending? Yes, there's a lot at stake here, and I hate to see one of the less erudite citizens of Bukovie end up in trouble because they are too well informed. The bartender seems to be very interested in the topic as well, but naturally I feel uncomfortable sharing it on the spot. That's why I asked you. I see. All I have to say is this: Ilya, Bukovie and all of Zara is currently stuck in a downward spiral. This country, once a bastion of culture and class, is slowly turning into a pit of corruption and fear. Fear feeds corruption, and corruption breeds fear. The only way to break this cycle is to overcome the fear so the corrupt cannot thrive. I have little faith in the constabulary, but even I have to admit that people like Hugo Mertens might be one of the few ones left trying to fight for what is right. Correct me if I'm wrong, bartender, but I trust you've seen this as well. You and Hugo have worked together closely for the past few months. I trust him with my life. That's a bit too much, but I'm glad to see you two managed to establish repartee when your interests aligned. Having one detective on our side whose moral compass hadn't been shattered into pieces might not sound like much, but armed with enough information, we might be able to make this city a better place. What I'm trying to say is, both of us are here for you, Ilya, and Hugo too. I can tell from our talks you truly love this country and its history. The best way to preserve is to be brave and fight for it by doing the right thing. Ilya's breathing has accelerated during Vincent's speech, but her expression is steadfast. She looks you in the eye. Very well, you want to know more about Vladimir Boros, correct? Yes. The archives mention his private security company, Garmin, pulling out of Rosalka after rumors of war began to arise around Callisto. Immediately after Vladimir moved to Bukovie, the Tsaran government became a client. There had always been political tension between Zara and Rosalka, so I found this development rather peculiar. I began looking into the matter further. I quickly stumbled upon a major barrier. Most of Gram records are kept in a highly confidential section of the archives to which Silestek was not granted access. I had a hunch and decided to sneak inside after hours. Sure enough, my instincts were correct. Our city council is indeed one of Garm's employers, but their records were unusual to say the least. Rather than any sort of continuous security service, they listed only specific deployments, short-term contracts filled with cryptic coded language. Most chilling was the last, which still included a piece of correspondence. The individual has been dealing with Carla for some time now. Both are considered intractable problems. Please let Vladimir solve them. This has nothing to do with security, does it? Vladimir is a hitman, a murder for hire, employed by our own government. By the goddess, that just proves it. It seems this information is vital in your current investigation, wouldn't you say, bartender? Extremely. Then it seems I did the right thing, both by digging deeper and by bringing it to your attention. As for our end of the bargain, make sure to reach out the moment you feel uneasy or threatened. I will do anything in my power to ensure your protection, even if it means the end of my bar and my shop. I appreciate that. So far nobody has noticed I slipped into the restricted section. Still, doesn't hurt to be careful. We need to be wary that we do not paint a target on our backs, if we haven't already. Precisely. Now then, I think we all should get some proper rest so we can face another day in Bukovie with a fresh and healthy mind. The two get up from their stools and head towards the exit. Vincent laughs jovially at Ilya's warning to ascend the stairs carefully. Okay. Cool, man. That was extremely useful piece of information, I should say. Let's patch ginger ale and let's try to piece that info with anything that we've got. Government secrets indeed. So let me just align this better. will this match to anything? Probably it will. With what? I don't know. Maybe a motive for Vladimir. Nope. Oh, God damn it, man. No, it doesn't align with anything, man. Okay. A message Ilya obtained states that he had become a liability because of his dealings with Carla, and Vladimir needed to be sent to deal with him. Could Petru have been the one dealing with Carla? Yeah, maybe. Maybe indeed. So let's bet ginger ale, let's end the day, and now it's over 45 minutes of episode, so now I'm going to end this episode and leave it on a cliffhanger for Monday, because now we are in possession of big evidence, and we should be, and Father Lacey is here, and we have to give him the royal flush and all that jazz, so we can progress quite a lot. I think next week we are going to progress a lot in this case, and maybe even solve it. So we'll see. For now, this episode is done, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave me some comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. My name is TituElite. I hope to see you Monday, and I hope you have a phenomenal weekend. Bye bye, and take care.